All right, Big John here again, and got my buddy Derek out here at the compound. And I thought since he was here, since he's got a little bit of military experience, you're in for a couple of years, right?
A few.
Yeah, 21 years, right? And
21.
so you were there for the big changeover from the A2 to the M4, and you got to experience both. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to, kind of share some of your experience with that. But first, I gotta make sure I don't forget to talk about SDI, the sponsor, SDI.edu. They're an online accredited gunsmithing college. Check them out. There'll be more about them at the end of the video. But so you started out with that thing, right?
Actually, I started with the old M16A1.
Yeah.
Vietnam era, showing my age, pardon my gray hair.
With the triangle.
M16A1 was fully automatic. Again, 5.56. Again, I think I voiced my my issue before with fully automatic. It's nice, but do you really want to do it?
Yeah.
But shortly after that, I was just basic training, thank God. After that, we transitioned over to the M16A2, which is, again, great weapon, 800-meter range, effective range. It does the job. But we're spoiled nowadays.
Yeah.
We're used to not, something small, compact, pronounce that word.
Ergonomic, yeah.
Okay, conjugate that for me.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, something small, compact, easier to handle. This weapon, excellent, got the range. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Just kind of big for what we do today. Yeah. We're spoiled now by having that. But again, if you got a choice, of course, go with the M4 AR-15. But
because it basically does almost everything that
it's the same weapon. It's the same weapon, just smaller, easier to handle, especially when you're inside of a vehicle or inside of a house. This thing is a little bit big, for what we do now. Again, nothing wrong with it. Shoots just as good, but just a little bit big.
Yeah, what did you guys used to call them?
A musket, by God.
Yeah.
By God.
Because you were in Iraq the first time we were there, and you had that, right? And then when you came back for the sequel, you had the M4,
right? Yeah, you still saw units. The Army hadn't issued M4s to everybody yet, so you still saw a lot of these running around with some of the other units. And some people call that a chick gun, but say what you want. Hey, it does the job. Yeah. But again, once you go to that, it's kind of hard to come back to this, to a full-size M16. Kind of hard to go back.
Yeah, because I mean, this, like I said, does everything that one does, and it gives you more options.
Exactly, especially with the pick containing rail system. You can just do more with that than this. I think the Marine Corps used to have the M16A4, which is this weapon with a pick containing rail system.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you folks out there who are going to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what they called it. And again, you had all options with this that you have with that.
Yeah.
So again, it's just a size difference. That's the only real difference. Size.
And vehicles, right? You think the a lot of where the M4 started gaining popularity was because of just the way that the Army operated with a lot of in and out of vehicles. And
you're inside of a Humvee with all the equipment, the equipment that's already in there. You're trying to move around inside that vehicle. It's a lot easier with that than this.
Yeah.
But hey,
trying to shoot back and banging the barrel against
I can't get it up. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be in that spot.
Yeah.
So yes, M4 is just a lot more handy for what we do now. Back in the old days of the Cold War, by God, Northern European plane. You break out the old M16A2, you're going to take an 800-meter shot. Great, you're good to go. But do we really shoot that far anymore? I mean, everything's close in, everything's urban. Do we really need to shoot that far out? I think 460 is the effective range for that thing, which is plenty for what we do now.
Yeah, and probably you can stretch them out even further.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more, we do a lot more house-to-house stuff.
Exactly.
Like it seems like. And,
it's a lot easier to wield the weapon.
Yeah, the M4 or the the civilian version of it, it makes so much more sense really than that. Mm-hmm. Those are still really neat just because they're so classic and you don't see them that much anymore. But again, I've said it. I can't say it enough. This gun does literally everything that gun does. So it's almost like there's no point to it, in some ways.
Is this weapon more expensive than that?
Well, that one's collectible, so probably.
Okay.
But if you had one that wasn't collectible, probably not.
Okay.
Because I don't think as many people want those.
Exactly. And plus, this thing's been popularized now.
Yeah, you
so-
can put so much stuff. That's another thing. You can put so much stuff on them.
Yeah.
Lights, lasers, you know, and toasters and all that kind of stuff.
Iron sights work just fine, though, boys and girls.
Yep. All right. Well, appreciate it, and hope you learned something. If not, that's okay. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Okay. Now that the video's over, I want to take a minute just to talk about the sponsors that we have here over on the Hickok 45 and Son channel. The first one is SDI. Check them out at sdi.edu. They're a really cool online accredited gunsmithing college. They have a lot of other things that they offer. Go to their website, check that out. That's a really cool opportunity. They take GI Bill. It's just a great way to get in the gun industry. Check them out. Also, the new sponsor is Ballistol. It's a great lubricant. We've been using it for years and years, long before the YouTube days. And it's just great for everything. Guns, obviously, it's good for even restoring old guns if you need to get some rust off without completely damaging what little finish it has left on it. It's good in the interior of your car. It's good on wood. It's good on leather. It's just good all-around lubricant. Check them out, ballistol.com. And as always, I appreciate you guys supporting the sponsors. If it's something that makes sense for you, because this project isn't free, and that we appreciate all of their support. Also, check out Facebook, and Gun Culture Radio is on iTunes, and we'll talk to you guys later.